Sonia Rodriguez, please, and next would be Thomas Gonzalez.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Sonia Rodríguez, soy promotora comunitaria del Valle de Coachella. Estoy aquí para soportar la reforma migratoria porque creo que todas las personas que están en la oscuridad merecen el derecho de salir a la luz, porque el estar en estatus ilegal afecta también a los ciudadanos americanos. No
Momentito. You want to translate that for me?
Sonia Rodríguez.
My name is Sonia Rodriguez, and I'm also a member of the Líderes Campesinas, and I am here to support the reform measures because I believe
creo que es justo que las personas indocumentadas salgan de la oscuridad y que los ciudadanos americanos jóvenes no sean afectados por esto.
I believe it's just for us to be talking about this, and that there's an effect on also the citizens of the American citizens as well that will be affected by this measure.
So, with your permission, let me say a couple of words. Le doy las gracias a los líderes campesinos por asistir y compartir sus opiniones sobre la resolución de reforma de inmigración comprensiva. Les agradezco el trabajo que hacen para mejorar las vidas de las personas y familias que trabajan en la agricultura, especialmente en el Valle de Coachella, mi casa, donde la agricultura es una industria muy importante. Gracias por asistir hoy a todos. Thomas Gonzalez and then Raymond.
Yes, I'm here to fully support the immigration reform. Me being an undocumented immigrant, think that it is very important for our country to move forward, to progress, and to definitely feel the void of being rejected or neglected for not having citizenship in this country. Thank you.
Thank you. Raymond Herrera. It will be followed by Elizabeth Ayala.
Good morning to the Board of Supervisors for the County of Riverside. My name is Raymond Herrera. I am the president and founder of We the People, California's Crusader in the battle against illegal immigration. Benoit, you know, you're not a congressman. None of you are. For you to even bring up a resolution dealing with federal issues and matters, you're way out of line. And having all these illegal aliens up here that you were wrapped around and having them speak to the American people. Let me tell you something, Benoit. I am an American. And if you want to know, I'm Mexican descent. I'm not Hispanic or Latinos like these illegal aliens that were up here speaking on behalf of illegal alien criminal elements in our society. And you're an elected official. You took the oath of office to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America, of which you and everybody up here are subverting. Which is it, people? Are you here to legislate for the American people or illegal elements, illegal aliens that were up here? The guy who just spoke before me admitted to you he's an illegal alien. He calls himself an immigrant. He's an illegal alien. You can call him Hispanic. You can call him Latino. That's like using the N-word on an American like me. Don't you ever call me Latino or Hispanic. Don't you ever align me with those people that were up here. They need to go home to Mexico where they can fix their country and stop displacing American workers. Broken immigration system? Yeah, because the fire and the sword of the magistrate is not enforced. The rule of law must be enforced. Deport all these people. Deport the children because they're children of illegal alien parents. Deport anybody that's here illegally. I don't care what color their skin is. But for this board to have this item on their agenda and be in the newspaper, trying to use your power and position to convey to the American people that surrender your country. It's okay for them to take my job and displace my American children and give them my American dream and the American dream of my American children, because Benoit, it's not your job that's being given away. It's none of your jobs. It's none of your college degrees that have been surrendered. And you stand up here as the county board of supervisors for the county of Riverside trying to dictate policy to the American people. Shame on you. Do you know what the oath says? Uphold the Constitution, not subvert it.
Thank you for your comments. We do not have interruptions of the speakers or the process, please. Your comments, please.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Cruz Herrera, vengo de Pérez, California,
My name is Crusader. I come from Paris, California.
y pedimos que ya se nos aclare bien la ley reformatoria para ya de una vez acabar con todo esto y que se haga ya de quitar esta gente que está sufriendo tanto,
We are here to ask for your support
de ver tanta necesidad, tantas lástimas que está pasando con la gente.
for this immigration reform to finally come to its beginning.
Entonces, por favor, les pido que ya se haga esta ley reforma
We ask you for your support for this
para que
immigration
se
reform
quite todo este sufrimiento que está pasando con nuestra raza y con nuestra gente.
and all the suffering that our families are
Por favor, se los pido
going
que
through.
ya lleguemos a un final con esta reforma migratoria.
We
Muchas
ask for your
gracias.
support for immigration reform. Thank you.
Gracias. One concluding thought, please. Your time's up.
This is a soup of inequity that our country has visited and caused on itself. There are problems on both sides. I would not vote on this issue right now until we can cope with the invasion of cultures outside that are going to outnumber those in a few years who actually constructed this culture, who have been displaced, who are walking backwards because they actually feel displaced.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Robin. Would you?
Fidston, Robin Fidston.
Oh, okay. And after that, we'll have Errol Koshwin, I think it is. But Errol, if you could make your way to the front of the room, please. Robin.
Yes, I am here today, first of all, to say this body politic is supposed to represent American citizens. We have Americans in this county unemployed, struggling to put food on the table for their children. We have legions of homeless, poverty-stricken Americans, veterans suffering. Where is the measure for the American citizens, for the American worker? Why is this measure for people who aren't even supposed to be in this country? They're here illegally. I would like to read to you the article that was published by David Olson in the Press Enterprise on February 22nd. You can go online. At the end of the article, all the comments oppose this measure, 100%. I'm going to read some excerpts from those comments. Diane Moffett wrote, "Two Riverside Board supervisors seeking to beef up illegal immigration in California. Who's driving the bus?" Mike Asher wrote, "Sounds like Amnesty to me." These are all Riverside residents. Beverly Cater wrote, "Amnesty is losing steam because American citizens don't want it." And I think she speaks for the majority of American citizens. We want our laws enforced. We don't need comprehensive immigration reform. We need comprehensive immigration enforcement. Our laws should be upheld and respected. What you're saying with your measure here today, or the Gang of Eight in Washington, D.C., is to the world, come to the United States illegally. Come to Riverside and Supervisor Benoit will protect you. This is setting the stage for anarchy and lawlessness. Our representatives should be representing Americans. Americans are suffering, Americans are struggling, and that's who you should represent. and those in our country illegally, they should be advised to return to their home countries and stand up and fight in their home countries. For example, return to Mexico and fight for Mexico. Fight for a Mexican dream inside of a Mexico. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Errol, please no clapping. We do not, I'll have to ask you to leave if we continue that. We do not interrupt or comment on the speakers. Mr. Grant, you'll be next. Errol, please state your name.
Yeah, my name is Errol Koshowitz. I strictly oppose this immigration reform thing. I worked for a company called McLean Foods for a lot of years. I asked a question to my supervisor one time. How come we only have 19 white guys in the warehouse out of 139 employees? Well, the next thing I know, I started getting written up, and then I got fired for little things. You know, that's something that 19 out of 139 warehousemen have problems with. 19 out of 139 are white in a warehouse. See these blue eyes? If I go to Gardinas or El Tapatio, is there anybody with blue eyes that work there? No. I was just there at Gardinas yesterday. Nobody in that whole grocery store was white. Working there, customers, whatever it may be. If you guys want to continue to go down this path where one race is above the other because they work cheaper, whatever the problem is, that grocery store right there, Gardinas, should be sued. And I see big signs up there. Vote for me, Congressman. I want to run for Congressman, Tavoloni. I've seen the signs up there before. The problem is with when you guys grant amnesty to everybody in here, California is on the deep end right now as of welfare. We have 50% of the Californians on welfare right now. Who's going to pay for that? The private businesses? No, they're all, go to San Bernardino. This is another question I have for you guys. San Bernardino is a mess. It's a disgrace to be in there. The city looks like it's level. All the private businesses there are almost closed up downtown by the Carousel Mall. That's because people like you have ripped them off, stolen from them people. I feel sorry for them Americans that live in the street over there. That's all I want to say to you guys. This is appalling to sit there and listen to you guys.
Thank you, Mr.
How come I can't get a job at Gardinas, even washing the toilet?
Thank you, Mr. Errol. Appreciate your comments. The next speaker is Gary Grant. All right. With that, I would ask that we vote. The measure passes 5-0. Thank you very much for all those who came to speak.